In this video, we will demonstrate the basic process of creating an assembly for machining from pre-prepared drawings in a few simple steps. As the first step, we will set up a board on the desktop where we will arrange the parts. If the desktop is not empty, you can clear it using the Delete key. Then, right-click on the desktop, and in the window that appears, set the basic parameters, such as the board dimensions and the necessary spacing between the drawings and the edge of the board. The second step is to place the drawings on the board. The side input panel is used for this purpose, which contains 4 tabs based on what you want to load. The first tab, Bank, contains previously saved assemblies and individual drawings. You can choose which database you are currently working with on the toolbar and perform various sorting and filtering operations. The second tab is Macros, where frequently used shapes are preset, which you can use without the need to manually create a drawing. You only need to enter the appropriate parameters. The third tab is for loading DXF, DWG, and other external files. The first icon on its toolbar lets you choose the directory from which files are loaded. The fourth tab is for rest, which you can use if you are not assembling a whole board but using a previously saved rest of material. In this demonstration, we will not need it. Loading drawings always follows the same procedure, regardless of the tab you have open. So, let's stay on the DXF tab, and with the left mouse button, select the drawing you want to place on the board. It will be loaded on the cursor, and you can manipulate it. You can rotate it with the spacebar and mirror it with the right mouse button. Then, click the left mouse button, and an arrow will appear, indicating the direction in which you want to move the drawing to the edge of the board or other parts. Confirm this by clicking the left mouse button again. You can continue this way and place more drawings on the board. You can manipulate the drawings already placed on the board using the 4 basic functions on the main toolbar: placing, copying, correcting, and deletion of drawings. For example, you can copy the first drawing several times and place another DXF drawing on the board. The third essential step is to add piercings, which are entry points where the machine will cut the material at the beginning of each part. In some cases, it's advisable to add them manually, but for simplicity, we will automatically add them to all the drawings. The first configured pierce will be added to the holes, and the second one to the outer contours. The fourth and final necessary step is to set the cutting order. This can change during assembly, so it's essential to determine it correctly at the end, after placing the drawings on the board. Therefore, select the function to change the cutting order, and with the left mouse button, gradually select the drawings from the first to the last. At this point, we have a completed assembly on the board. It's advisable to save it to the database for future modifications. You could also create rest for later use if you haven't used the entire board. The final step is to save the assembly in a format suitable for your machine. You can set the output format in the upper right corner of the window. Then, click icon Export the configuration to open window Integrated Output. Here, you will find various settings for the exported file depending on the machine you are using. In this case, we will not modify any settings and will only save the code using the same icon. Then, enter a name and location for the file and save the code, which you can subsequently load into the machine to produce the assembly. All the functions used in this tutorial have separate help videos that you can download and play using function Multimedia Help. If you've already downloaded them, simply hover over the desired icon and press the F2 key to launch the video for the respective function. You can also find detailed information in the manual or in the help section, which you can open with the F1 key.